Do I own that? Nope.
This game blows dick.
This game sucks. And it's with that roaring applause we're finally ready to take you partygoers to the main stage where Quoth Birdington has some exciting news. Hey everybody, thanks for coming out to the fest. Hope you're enjoying the games and the food and whatnot. I'm sure it's all great, but I assure you that nothing has prepared you for today's main event. Oh, looks like it's a little hard to see the screen because it's pointed west at 4:30 in the afternoon. It's no problem. I've got this. Pretty impressive, huh? Don't worry, we've got a few minutes before it gets really cold. And besides, it's only thanks to my horrifying assault on reality that you lovely people get to enjoy the very first reveal trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 2! Yeah! In this new adventure, Sonic must again defeat the evil Dr. Robotnik and stop him from kidnapping animals and taking over the world. But this time, he's not alone. Joined by his tenacious and lovable sidekick Tails, Sonic can now traverse levels at the exact same speed and with no change in difficulty. He's handy in a boss fight, occasionally grabbing you spare hits, doing his best to help Sonic win the day. But when it comes to speed, Sonic's a one-man show, the fastest there is, and if Tails has to be burned alive or drowned for him to maintain that title, so be it. I know what you're thinking. Well, I see the little fluffer flying around. Can't he maybe lift you at out-of-reach locations or help you recover from embarrassing falls? Nope. And the fact that you would even suggest such a thing has put you right in the shaky sights of the hindsight department. I bet next you're gonna say it's weird that a mechanic as simple as the spin dash wasn't thought of for Sonic 1. Oh shit, yeah, the spin dash. A brand new mechanic that lets you quickly build speed while staying in place, allowing for much easier traversal in certain areas and for the level designers to focus more on high speeds and fucking with you. And with a little bit of skill and exactly zero horizontal momentum, you can even activate it the second you hit the ground. It's completely impractical and mostly useless in normal play, but still very cool. And wait till you see these new zones. Emerald Hill is familiar but fun, with an energetic soundtrack to get you back in the groove. It also has the easiest boss in the entire franchise. Chemical Plant, also known backstage as the furthest the kid will get before they start pushing the return deadline at Blockbuster, or so I'm told, is a challenging but fast-paced stage that kicks your ass out of the groove and into 5th gear. It also has the easiest boss in the entire franchise. Aquatic Ruin Zone is Labyrinth Zone from the last game, but if it was also half water level. I'll allow you to build your own opinions based on that. It's not all bad though. The rate that bubbles spawn has been significantly increased from Sonic 1, so as long as you can find a brag, which is short for Bubble Crag, thank you I am a genius, you should be fine. Also, the easiest boss in the franchise. Casino Night Zone is a stunning glut of colors and lights, tight jumps and distractions galore. The only real thing it lacks is the threat of death. Hilltop is a more vertical jaunt where you must avoid spike balls, spikers, and these cute little dinosaur guys. Don't be deceived by their mystique though. The entire level is just begging you to make a mistake. Except the boss fight. That part is extremely easy. Mystic Cave Zone. Fuck this level. For no reason in particular. West Side. Easy boss. Oil Ocean Zone contains multiple different routes. Supposedly. I've played this entire game like 6 times and only ever ended up on the exact same path. Every time I try to find a new area, or climb somewhere just barely out of reach, or deviate at all from the road, my road, I'm met with oil. The song is also not my favorite, and the boss is easy. Metropolis Zone, the penultimate challenge which takes place in the heart of Robotnik's controlled territory. Deadly enemies all around which require careful movement, timing, and incredible patience to defeat. Though it's not the most Mach 10 friendly environment, it is a welcome challenge. They kinda fucking overcorrected with the boss though. I know I complain pretty hard, but Jesus Christ, this is too much. Supposedly you can time your jumps to avoid getting hit, but language warning, hide your kids. No. Sky Chase is nice. Feels kinda weird. Soundtrack and relaxing scenery make it feel all triumphant despite the fact that there are still 2 more levels, but it's nice. And there's no boss, which makes it feel even more like a kind of credit sequence bonus stage, but that's just the vibe I'm getting. Wing Fortress. Finally, the almost final penultimate stage before the final stage. With tight platforming, tons of secrets, and that soundtrack, what the hell is that? It constantly switches between sounding congratulatory and threatening. I get what it's going for, but I'd really just rather it was one or the other. Anyway, the boss fight for this stage is actually really cool. You see, it's pattern-based, but because there's so many moving parts, it's gone. Okay, well I guess it's Death Egg time. Metal Sonic is a complete fucking joke, and Eggman's robot, I swear to God, has different hurt boxes every time you fight him. He's got some kind of install super that activates every time I feel good about myself. The only grace you're given is continues, which are fairly easy to secure as you play the game. You just need to make sure you have a little over 80 rings in your back pocket and finish the act sometime before the heat death. It's the complete opposite of Sonic 1. Instead of a Herculean gauntlet with not the merest reprieve until the final boss, which is a essentially equal in labor to slaughtering a pill bug, it's a cool breezely jaunt through Mobius until you're suddenly forced to single-handedly invade the Pentagon. Still though, it's a hell of a game. A significant step up in terms of visual design, music if you can believe it, and the special stages, while still impossible. The biggest problem with the game is its difficulty, and this is me we're talking about. Mr. ran into the same inescapable pit half a dozen times. If I say it's too easy, it might be too easy. That being said, the platforming is still phenomenal. The art direction, fantastic, and despite its lack of utility, I love Tails. Look at the little guy. Get it in stores November 21st. What's that? Oh, apparently my earpiece wasn't on. Uh-huh. Cool. Alrighty gang, apparently I was not supposed to go into that much detail and have been fired. Catch y'all on the flip. Yeah, I don't have like a harmonica or a kid. I don't have like a bug that I can use to like, you know, so I'm just